Buenas tardes a todos y todas y gracias por estar aquí hoy. Es un placer para mí presentar a Giulia Verdoliva, que es estudiante de doctorado en la Università degli Studi de Perugia, donde soy. Y desde julio, Giulia ha sido investigadora visitante en Grafo, trabajando en un proyecto sobre la aplicación de la investigación de redes en el ámbito de la salud. Y en Italia, Giulia forma parte del Departamento de Ingeniería, donde trabaja con el Laboratorio de Inteligencia Colectiva y Empresarial, dirigido por Andrea Frondetti Colladón, que es mi amigo y colega. Y su equipo ha creado una herramienta muy interesante que usa inteligencia artificial, text mining y análisis de redes sociales para analizar grandes cantidades de datos de Internet y entender dinámicas empresariales y encontrar nuevas tendencias en el web. Aunque normalmente aplican esta herramienta en management and business, hoy Giulia nos mostrará cómo también este tool puede utilizarse en la etnografía, por ejemplo, para revisar literatura y analizar textos de entrevistas. Y Giulia, gracias por tu presentación de hoy y creo que está bien si no la he hecho en la inglés.
Gracias. Sí. Let's start with the title, The Power of Words and Network. Today we are going I'm going to show you how analyze text data with network science techniques and how this can be useful for different fields. We know that words are never neutral. They reflect beliefs, values, thoughts, ideas. And when I have, for example, a conversation, a speech, when I send a text message, I use specific words because I want to send a message. These things can be conscious, but sometimes it's also unconscious. So we are trying to analyze textual data also to capture this type of signals that we are going to call honest signals. So in scientific research, we want to observe a lot of nuance of language because we want to truly understand the social and cultural context that we are studying. So today we are going to present practical tools to better understand stories that people tell us, but also stories that people don't want to tell us. So between the lines. We have a lot of type of text that we can analyze, for example, interview transcript or personal narrative and so on. We will see later. So today we are going to present these techniques for analyzing text, not only to understand what the words say, but also how they are used and what they imply. So when I have a text to analyze, sometimes I want to analyze the content of my text, but sometimes it's interesting also to see the form, so the structure, the articulation of the text. So this app, this software that I'm going to present, the Semantic Brand Score Business Intelligence app, is capable to explore each of these aspects of the text in an innovative way. Why innovative? Because we want to combine the power of words and the power of network. And we will see how we can do this. Before start to present the tool, it's important to do 3 preliminary steps. The first one, obviously, is the data collection. We can find data in a wide range of modes. We can download data through websites, for example. We can have journal article, blog article, reviews, or through social media, with Facebook posts, Instagram posts, but also through academic sources. So, for example, we will see the analysis of abstract. So we can download the abstract or the entire paper from Scopus or Google Scholar. There are a lot of types of text. For example, also audio-video content. We have to transcribe the audio-video, and then we can analyze the transcriptions. Or, for example, documents that we can collect. That more often we have documents that we collect in first person. So, for example, field notes, interviews, questionnaires, survey, and so on. These are just a few examples of the wide range of type of textual data that we can analyze. The second step before the analysis is the text preprocessing. So once we downloaded, we collected our data, we have to process before the analysis. So we can see 3 fundamental steps. 2 are mandatory, the third is optional. The first one is the remotion of punctuation, special character, and stop words. This step is automatically done by the app, and it's useful because we can remove all the components that create noise inside of the text. So we can remove punctuation, special characters. Stop words are words that I think that are not necessary. So the researcher can choose which word they want to delete. And then once I write the word, the app automatically remove the word. The second step is the tokenization. Also, this step is automatically done by the app, but it is fundamental to understand how we will transform the text in network. So the tokenization is the process where we divide the sentence in tokens. So in smaller items, in this case, we have words. So before we have the sentence, words are important. After we have 3 items, words are important. The third step is the stemming. It's optional because it depends on the analysis that we want to do. And this step is a process that reduces the word in a basic form. So before I have fishing, fished, fisher, and after I have only the basic form of the word that is fish. But this is optional because it depends on the type of analysis that I want to do. Maybe sometimes it's useful to see all the nuance of the language. So after the preprocessing of the text, this is the third phase. This is the most important because here we transform the text into a network. So we are going to try to understand how the app transforms this sentence in this network. So we can see in red the article and punctuation that we already removed with with the face before. And for each word, black word, we have a node. So each word is a node. Now the question is, what the links mean? What means the connection between two nodes, two words, okay? Let's do an example. We can take the word emissions. We take the 5 words before and the 5 words after the word. In this case, we only have the 5 words before, and we connect the words with the others. So in fact, the node emission has 5 connections, 5 edges, with gas, cars, greenhouse, thereby, and reducing. Why 5 words before and 5 words after? This is a parameter that we try to understand. We did a lot of experiments with this parameter, and we saw that a higher number of words give us the same results, but the network was more chaotic. There were a lot of redundant links. So we decided to put 5 as a default parameter, but in the app, we can change this parameter with another number that we want to put. For example, if I analyze tweet, maybe I will decide to put a smaller number because the tweet is, there are less sentences. Okay, so maybe it's useful to put a number, a lower number. So this is the fundamental, this is the starting point of all of our analysis. Now, before presenting the tools again, I will briefly present 2 case studies because these case studies are useful for 2 main reasons. The first one is because we can see how we can apply our tool in different fields. The second one is because it's useful to better understand the output of our analysis. So what can I do with the output of my analysis? How can I discuss these results? The first case study is called EduChat. In this scientific research, we try to understand the students' knowledge and awareness of energy issues. So we take a sample of more than 500 students of middle school. We had a 1-hour lesson about energy issues, and then we gave them 2 questionnaires. One month before the lesson, and the second 1 month after the lesson, to understand how the knowledge and awareness of this topic changed after this intervention of school. So at the end, we gave them this questionnaire with some open-ended questions. In fact, we analyzed more than 8,000 texts because we analyzed all the answers of the students. So this is an example of question: what do you think can be done to combat climate change? In fact, as we can see, the question is quite general because we wanted to allow students to express themselves as much as possible. The second case study is the literature review. This is a simple literature review, but we did it with our tool. So a review on a specific topic that was the business process engineering in healthcare sector. We downloaded more than 8,000 abstracts of scientific articles from Scopus with a dedicated query that we choose with some expert of that field. And we analyzed all the abstract. Now, finally, we can introduce our tool. Today, we are going to introduce three tools, text analysis, topic modeling, and semantic brand score analysis. We can see some of output of that of this analysis. The important difference between text analysis and topic modeling and semantic brand score analysis is that we use the network theory and the word concurrence network that we saw before, only in topic modeling and semantic brand score analysis. In text analysis, we use other metrics that are only textual. So we can begin with text analysis. The objective of text analysis is the calculation of textual and semantic metrics for each document. So I give an input, a set of documents, and for each document, the software gave me a set of metrics. We can do a lot of things with these metrics. We want to carry out analysis such as complexity, sentiment, informativity, but there are a lot of types of analysis that we can do. For example, complexity analysis focuses on the articulation and structure of the text to understand how much I know about a topic or how specific my language is. Sentiment analysis focuses on the words that are chosen, because that word can say me how much and how emotionally related I am to what I say. The informativity analysis focuses on the words that are used to extract different types of information. Now we will see some examples of this information. So, for example, complexity analysis. If we want to do a complexity analysis, we will observe a specific range of metrics. We can see, for example, the number of words of 6 or more letters, the average word length, the lexical diversity, the text readability, all metrics that can say us how much is complex my text. The sentiment analysis, for example, we will observe the sentiment is a score, a positive emotion, negative emotion, metrics of other emotions like anger, joy, and so on. Informativity analysis, it's another range of metrics that can be text verb tense oriented. So I can say if my text is more oriented to the past, to the present, to the future, or the gender related metrics, because with these metrics, I can say if my text is more oriented to a female audience or a male audience. And we can talk about equitability, discrimination. For example, we use this type of analysis to analyze job vacancies. We analyze the text of job vacancies, and we saw how employers search employee. So we would like to know if they talk to a female audience to specific type of work, type of job. And we saw that, for example, they use more female words for jobs like teacher, like nurse, and talk to a male audience when they search employee for manager, for analyst, and so on. So it could be very interesting. In this example, for our case study, EduShare of students, we did a complexity analysis before and after the lesson. We saw that the text before the lesson was the text of answer were shorter, with little lexical diversity, shorter words, and accentuated word repetition. After the lesson, we can observe text longer, with longer words, more specific terms, and a higher average text complexity, that is a specific metric. The second tool is the topic modeling. Now we can begin to see the analysis where we use the concurrence word network, because the network we created before is called concurrence word network. Here, the objective is to identify themes or topics within a set of documents. So I have a lot of text and I want to know what topics are covered. I can use topic modeling. I give in input my text, the software transforms the text into a network and can give us different output. The first output is the network. Here we can say, I don't know if you can say the white note are the topic and the network cluster are topic. So this is the topic 4. This is the topic, I think, 3 or 5. The words inside of each topic are the most representative word for each topic. So here we can see how each topic is connected. So what topics are covered and how they are connected. So if I talk about a topic 1, I always speak about topic 1 with topic 2. So there is a thicker link. And we have all the most representative words for each topic. The second output is the topic relevance. So once identifying the topic, we have our 9 topics, then we can have the relevance of each topic. It is a score from 0 to 100. And topics are placed in descending order. So for example, it could be useful because in the case study of EduShare, of students, we saw how the topic of pollution pre-lesson, pre-intervention, was in the 4th position. After the lesson, post-intervention, we can see 2 important things. The first one is that the topic pollution is in the 1st position. The second one, and most interesting, is that there is another topic that before there wasn't. So this new topic talks about electric cars. So students, after 1 hour of lesson, begin to talk in a more specific way, with more specific topic. The third and the last output of topic modeling is topic connection. Here we can say in another way the same thing that we saw in the network, because the thickness of the link represent the strength of connection between topics. So here we have the heat map that shows the strength of connection among topics. So the darker the color, the stronger the connection between two topics. Obviously, this type of graph is symmetric because we have the same strength. We use this type of output for the case study of literature review because we saw that there were 4 topics with a strong connection. For example, we saw how the topic of operating room was strongly connected with cost-oriented topic. We discussed this result because we know that operating room is one of the major costs for an hospital and also one of the major profit for an hospital. So also researchers always put together these 2 topics, the operating room, the optimization of operating room through the patient workflow, because if we optimize and standardize the patient workflow, we can have a better job in operating room, so better profits. And also, we saw how emergency department also was strongly connected with patient workflow. The last analysis is the semantic brand score analysis. This is the main one in our software. In fact, the name is the same of our app. The semantic brand score, one of the difference between topic modeling and semantic brand score is that I use topic modeling when I want to know what topics are covered. In semantic brand score, the researcher already know which topic my texts are talking about. In fact, the objective is to measure the semantic importance of one or more themes within text. So the themes are chosen by the researcher. So the question that we will answer are different. How much is a topic talked about? How much is it talked about in relation to other topics? And how much does the topic act as intermediary between different topics? To answer this question, we should introduce the principal metric, that is the semantic brand score. This metric gives us the semantic importance of our topics. It is composed by 3 principal components. The first is prevalence, that measures how frequently a theme is mentioned in a discourse. So it's a frequency account, how much I talk about my topic. The second one is the diversity. This measures the heterogeneity of textual association of the theme, and it is measured by the distinctiveness centrality, because I want to give more importance to a node that not only is well connected, but also has a distinctive connection. So, for example, in the image, we can see that the red node has the highest diversity because it's well connected, but also has distinctive connection because this is the only node that is connected with these 3 nodes that have fewer connection. So if I'm connected with person that has fewer connection, my relation is more distinctive. The third component is the connectivity. it is measure the connective power of the team, and it's measured by the weighted between centrality. This tells us how a topic is central between other topics, other words, and maybe other specific discourse topic. The first output of our analysis is this graph, because after we after we measure the three components, we have to combine the three features and obtain the matrix, the semantic brand score. Here we can see the evolution of semantic brand score over time for each topic that I gave to the software. So, for example, for the case study of literature review, I gave 4 main topics: application, modeling method, objective, and reengineering methods. And here we can see the proportional value of semantic brand score over time. So each year, obviously, because paper abstracts were published in different years. So we can see how this topic, how the semantic importance of this topic changed over time. So in this case, we saw how the engineering methods was the most important, has the semantic importance, has the higher semantic importance. But we saw also how, for example, the purple one, the topic, the application topic, was increasing in the first year of 2000. So when I obtain this type of results, I can comment and discuss this type of output with my knowledge of the literature. The second output gave us the contribution of each dimension to brand importance. So the other graph was over time. Here we have the overall, the semantic brand score value, the average semantic brand score value, and we can see the contribution of prevalence, diversity, and connectivity. And this can be interesting because we can see maybe the first one has the higher semantic brand score, but maybe the second or the third can have a higher value of connectivity, for example, or diversity. And we can comment this type of results. The third output is the unique association graph. Here we have the same 4 topics. For each one, we have the words that are associated to this topic in a unique way. So, for example, the word bariatric is connected only with the topic application. And this we can obtain this type of graph with a unique association, but also with the top textual association, and so on. There are a lot of different type of output that we can analyze. I put in this presentation the most important. So these are the 3 instruments I have just presented. So returning to the first slide, the theme of importance of the words and fully understanding the text, these 3 tools help us to study not only the content of a text, but also the form, the articulation, the structure, the connection between different topics. And it's innovative because we can use the network science with the text mining techniques. These are all the case studies that we did in past, because there are a lot of different applications. For example, we use this tool to study, to observe the journal article to forecasting for the election forecasting. We analyzed the blog article to understand the awareness on energy issues. We analyzed the text email of leader to understand the language that they use with the employee. So we can use different type of sources, like the reviews on TripAdvisor, tweet, survey, not field notes, Facebook posts, and so on. And we can have different output, different analysis. We can do all these things with the Semantic Brand Score Business Intelligence software. This is the interface of our app. We can have, here we have other outputs, and this is the link and our reference. So I could say many other things, but I don't have enough time. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. So thank you for the attention.